Okay.
All right, looks like we're live. In case maybe I fucked everything up like I usually do. I'm hoping everybody can hear me out there in the YouTube world, and it looks like you can. What's happening, everybody? Got T here as usual. Scott's out selling penis pills to somebody, but what's going on with y'all? What's up, T?
Not too much. Just relaxing here on a Friday night, trying to get my shit shutting off in the background here. Damn it! There we go.
Stuff. Anthony,
Mm.
Rocco, Clark. Good to see all you fuckers here, man. Rocco, I ain't talked to you in a minute, bitch. Get at me. Anthony, always good to see you, man. All you guys, man. Good to see you guys here. So, stuff, like Clark Stark said. Anyway, so I was streaming the other night, just bullshitting around. I watched this documentary, T. I don't even. Oh, T, did I send that shit to you, man? With the
Yeah, I
fucking
watched. I watched a few of them. I watched that long ass one, and then yeah, there was like two or three of them I watched.
dude, how fucking weird was that? Because the shit that fucked me up was how true it was. You know what I mean? It was like, what the fuck? When they were talking about all that Michael Jackson shit, dude, I was like, what the fuck? But it made so much sense because like that crazy bastard burned his hair up, and he was always fucked up. And remember that guy? What was that guy's name? Dave.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah,
And it's like, they were saying this is Michael Jackson, and he sounded just like him, dude. But do you think there's any truth into that shit? Like, Did you see? I don't know how much you watched of that, but did you see when they were talking about eating each other's shit and all that?
yeah. Some of that. Yeah, I watched that whole thing. Yeah, there was some pretty like fucked up shit. Like if that stuff's true, like
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I'm not saying it's true, but if it is, that shit is fucked up, man. They were like saying like these elite, these Illuminati get together and they eat each other's shit. And like I could see them making someone do it like for entertainment. Like that makes sense to me. Like, well, this entertains me. Eat this guy's shit. Like I can see that. What's up, Breaking Dead? But that is just fucking weird, man. But this whole Illuminati thing, I don't know, man. It's just fucking weird. And I don't know what you think about it. Like, for me, it's hard to accept all that. But then again, like, I'm all about conspiracy type bullshit. So you never fucking know, man. What's up, Forza? Take some more pictures of the fucking moon, man. But
yeah, and like the shit, like it's pretty far out there, but like there's just some things that make sense, like that really like it makes you think.
but
That's the
you
thing.
you
I like the ones that make you think.
it can never be too far out there, T. And what I'm saying is like we never been to the moon, dude. We never been to the moon. That's a given. All right. We've never been to the moon. And I don't care how like you can be the most fucking skeptical person in the world. You can be the most like non-skeptical person in the world. But we've never been to the moon, man. We've never been to the moon. And that's a fact because if we've been to the moon, if we went to the moon 60 years ago, why have we not done it since? Why have we not expanded that? You see what I'm saying? It was all bullshit. We've never went to the moon. There's no way in hell. And I'm not saying we never went to the moon because we don't have the technology, because the earth is flat, because we can't break through the dome. That could be true, but we've never been there. It was a political bullshit race against Russia because Russia was going to go to the moon, so the next day we did it. You see what I'm saying, man? It was so fucked up. The Cold War, and if we proved we could go to the moon, how would Russia feel about that? Well, what else can they do? Can they bomb us into oblivion? Which we could because we had nukes. I don't think they did at that time, but it was just fucked up, man. I honestly don't think we've gone to the moon. Like Ryan said, why haven't we gone back? Because we never fucking been there.
Yeah, you'd think by now, like, they'd have resorts up there and ways to be making money off of it. But yeah, that's the weird thing is that they've never gone back.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. If we did go there, Nikki, what's gross? My burping? Fuck you. If we did go there, you gotta trust and believe. Nobody deserves this pain and harmony. If we did go to the moon, these motherfuckers would put a hotel there and be like, "Yo, it's $100,000 a pop," and people would pay it. Am I wrong, T? Am I wrong?
Oh, absolutely. That's totally true. Like,
If I had,
I would love to go stay on
me
there.
too.
Like, that's for
dude.
hell.
If I had like Bill Gates kind of money, if I was like a billionaire and they was telling me like, "Yo, $1 million, you can go to the moon," I would pay that in a heartbeat. Yo, Nikki, the bot
definitely.
just muted you, bitch. But yeah, I would. If I had Bill Gates kind of money, I'd be like, "Yo, $1 million to spend a weekend on the moon." Okay, it takes 2 days to get there. All right, T, listen to this. It's like going to the cabin, man. I love going to the cabin. It takes 4 hours to get there. All right, it takes 4 hours to get there. I don't give a fuck. Once I get there, it's like, yo, this is tits. I'm chilling in the woods. I'm fucking drinking beer. I'm fucking partying. Yeah, it takes 4 hours to get there. So the same thing is going to the moon. All right, it takes 2 days to get here, and then I got 2 days of partying and chilling. I would do it if I had that kind of money. Yeah, here's $1 million bucks. Take me to the fucking
definitely.
moon. Yeah, I mean, you would too, right?
Oh, for sure.
And that's how I look at it. So if we went to the moon, they would try to capitalize on that and they would try to monetize that the best they fucking could. But the thing is, we never went. And there's a clip on YouTube. I'm not even going to try to play it right now because I don't want to fuck the stream up. Every time I try to play a clip, I fuck the stream up. So I got to get with Sammy and fix this. But there's a clip on YouTube and it just came out. Some little kid asked, who was the guy that walked on the moon that claimed was it Buzz Aldrin or whoever the fuck walked on the moon?
I think that was
I can't think of his Michael Collins. I can't think of his fucking goddamn name. But this kid asked him, "Why haven't we went back?" And his answer was because it wasn't Neil Armstrong, but Neil Armstrong wasn't the first guy on the moon. But anyway, he asked him that, and dude was like, "'Cause we never went." And he wasn't supposed to say that, but he did. And it was so fucked up, man. T, did you see that? Did I send that
I think I've seen that. It was a while ago, but I remember seeing that actually, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Buzz Aldrin or whatever the fuck, but...
I think that.
Yeah, and his answer was this, and I quote, "That's not a question an 8-year-old would ask." And yeah, I agree. But why did an 8-year-old ask that question? Because you wouldn't take that question from an adult. Now, you would let a little fucking kid come in and ask you that, and the kid's question was, "Why haven't we went back?" And he said, "Because we never went." And then dude like shoulder checked him, and he's like, "What I meant to say was," and it brings up a point I want to bring to you guys. There's a movie called Kingpin. Woody Harrelson. Who's that fucking Canadian guy that went crazy? What's his name? Quaid. Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid, yeah.
There's a movie where he jerked off a bull, and he's like, "I took the liberty of milking your cow for you." And they were like, "We don't have a cow. We have a bull." And he's like, "I'm going to go wash my teeth." So he jerked off this bull into a bucket. Anyway, what I'm getting at is they asked him, "Why didn't we go to the moon?" And he's like, "'Cause we never been there. It was all a lie." And he realized he fucked up by saying that, and he took it back like, what I meant to say was. So anyway, this dude dressed like an Amish guy and came into this Amish family's house, and they asked him, "Brother Hezekiah, how many children do you have?" And he said, and I quote, "None that I know of." And then by mistake, he smacked himself in the head, and he was like, "What I meant to say was, I am unable to have children." A nasty cheese grating incident as a children. But when you're put on the spot like that, it can't come right to you. You see what I'm saying? So this kid asked Buzz Aldrin, "If you went to the moon, why don't we go back?" And he was like, "Well, we never went." Oh, I mean, you know what I mean? It's so fucked up, man. We as Americans have a right to sit there and stand up, T. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, T?
You are right, 100%.
So I watched this documentary how they're cloning these fucking celebrities, man. The Illuminati, the elite. I didn't want to put Illuminati in the title because I didn't want to get blocked. I didn't want to get my channel shut down because putting Illuminati in the title. But yeah, Anthony, man, you got to go, bro. That's cool. Something came up. Much love. Love to you too, bro. Catch you on the
Talk
next
to you
time.
later, man.
Catch you on the next one. But I didn't want to put Illuminati in the title. But dude, they were talking this weird ass shit about the elite, the Illuminati. They're bringing in like these celebrities who are millionaires and making them eat each other's shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I remember Scott telling me about that a while ago. And I'm like, what is he on, man? But he was right. Like, think about it, man. What kind of ultimate control can you have? Like, yo, I'm going to make you eat this person's shit. Like, dude, it was, like, I would love to play that fucking clip. I'm going to try to play it, actually, T. Fuck it. If I fuck the stream up and we end it, then my bad. But I'm going to try to play it. But if I fuck the stream up and end it, I apologize to everybody. But I'm going to try to play this fucking clip. You guys have to listen to this shit. It's fucking insane. If I could fucking find it. T, what was the name of that guy's fucking channel, man? God damn.
Shit, I can't remember now.
I can't either, man. It was fuck. It was like something. You guys have to hear this. Would it be in my history though? Would it be in my history as watching it?
It should. It would be in your watch history.
All right, let me see if I can access that. Fuck. But yeah, man.
It should be in those group DMs too, I think.
Oh shit. Oh, you're right. Let me see if I can open that up on Twitter. See, we bullshit so much in there. Like, where would it be though? It's so far behind.
Yeah, that could be the problem, but that would be my easiest way of finding
Cactus
it.
told me to run the rest of that. All right, you know what? I'm gonna take Cactus's advice because Cactus is one of the homies, and we do have a giveaway coming tonight, and we have a bunch of entries. But Cactus is right. I'm gonna play the rest of that interview with the guy that was abducted, Travis Walton.
Oh yeah.
If I could start it there, and the thing is, man, I don't know if I set it up right that they can hear it. So we're gonna test it out. If they can't hear it, I'm sorry, but
if you live in the Harrisburg
hopefully
area,
it works.
So here, let me.
and you are
guys hear that
tired of
commercial?
settling
Can you guys hear that?
with your career.
All right, so can you guys hear that commercial that just played? Can anybody let me know? Did you guys hear that commercial that just played?
Yeah, I think that was playing on there.
All right. Well, with my setup in T, I put a mixer on, and everything's telling me it's great now. All right, so T, we're gonna play this fucking shit for these people. All right, yeah, okay. I'm glad that you all can hear it. So, all right, here we go. This is where we left off last time, and I'm gonna let this run, and then me and T are gonna comment on it and discuss it. But I'm gonna let it play. So I don't know where we were at last time we left off, but this guy got abducted by aliens. They made a movie about it called Fire in the Sky. And this is back in like what, T, 72, 73, I don't remember.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, the 70s.
And he's coming out now talking about his experiences. So we're going to run this, and here we go, guys. Here we go.
You know, Mike's responsibility to the rest of the crew was to get them to safety, and there was no sense in them putting everyone's life at risk to save somebody they thought was already dead. They were certain of it. And so they took off, and they said they stopped up the road as soon as they were far enough away to...
Okay, so here's what happened. They were coming out of the woods. These guys are loggers, and they saw this fucked up light, and they thought it was a fire. So they stopped and pulled over, and here it was a UFO, it was a spaceship. And this guy who's talking, the guy who's talking right now, he got out to take a closer look, and he ended up getting abducted. And he was missing for was it 5 days or 7 days? I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember how long it was.
Well, he was missing for like 5 or 7 days, and then he showed back up, and he told everyone, "Hey, they abducted me," and nobody believed him. But anyway, here we go.
To see that it wasn't chasing them. And then they spotted some deer hunters going down the road, and they went to try to catch them, thinking they'd get some rifles to go back. Because even at that point, they were already realizing that they were going to have to see if they could save my life. And so they were unable to catch the deer hunters. Now, in the movie, when Mike says, we got to go back, and the guys started arguing that they didn't want to go back, Mike made the offer. Anybody who doesn't want to go back can just wait here for us, and we'll pick you up on our way back. But in real life, nobody volunteered to get out and wait alone in the dark. Everybody stayed in the truck. In the movie, Mike went back alone. I don't know why they did that. But when they approached the area, they saw the thing leave. And so Kenny said that he wasn't so worried that the thing was going to come back. His main concern was how horrible my body was going to look. Because they had this argument about whether it incinerated me or disintegrated me. And Kenny was thinking there'd be a charred corpse there. So they found where the truck had spun out when they took off, and made a search around the perimeter of the clearing, John said. And they were calling and looking. And at one point, Mike broke down crying, fell to his knees. And, that was his one break, It just, the not finding my body where it landed, and then feel all this guilt about, taking off, which is, totally understandable. It was something that just really affected him at that moment. So when they headed back to town, were they deciding what to do? They knew they had to get help. Alan, had some trouble with the law in the past, and he didn't want to go tell the authorities. He says, well, let's just get some friends with guns, and we'll come back, and then if we can't find Travis, then we can report it. But, some of the others said, look, if Travis is never found, how's that going to look if we don't report this? So they did decide to report it. They went to a phone booth and called the sheriff, or the sheriff's deputy, and he called the sheriff down. And when the sheriff and his men, his deputies, were interviewing the men there, they were so terrified, so upset, some of the guys were still crying, that, the sheriff had no doubt that something really serious had happened. But come to find out, their immediate suspicion was that they'd murdered me, buried my body somewhere out there, and made up the craziest, most unlikely cover story you could come up with.
I practice and teach fashion journalism because the fashion world is full of stories, and fashion journalists are storytellers. This is why I use Grammarly to check my work. Young writers are often not very confident in their voice, so I help them improve their writing and also use tools like Grammarly to strengthen those voices. I live for moments when students understand the true power of words that they get to control. I'm Stefan Rabimov. I'm a writer, a fashion journalist, a professor, and a Grammarly user.
Friggin' ads.
So, sheriff was checking the back of the truck to see if there were beer cans in there. And he said, when people ask him, he says, I looked and I didn't spot anything, and I was looking. So they went out there and made a search that night, and half of the crew and the other half went back to town.
All right, so they went back to town and they told people what happened, and of course, nobody believed them.
Yeah, of course.
And why would you? Like, me and you've been friends for years. So let's say that you live down the street from me, and me and you were hanging out, and I drop you off and you go to bed, and I come running back. Yo, T, somebody just abducted Jimmy. like, what are you gonna think, T? You're gonna be like, yo, Haggy, you on that crack? Like, what are you?
Exactly, yeah, because well, there's been never no absolute hard proof. It's not something that we're led to believe is real. So you hear it and you just think, yeah, well, whatever.
And the thing is, it's like, I know what I saw. Like, and you got 5 guys who know. They're all saying what they saw. So why don't you guys take a lie detector test? Okay. And every one of them passes it, and that's not good enough. Well, take another one. So let's see what he has to say.
But they mounted a massive manhunt. They got volunteers out there the next morning, 60 men on horse.
And something else real quick. They found a bunch of dog bones real quick. And they said that the guy who's talking, they said it was his bones. And the crew was like, we didn't fucking kill him. And they were like, we found his bones. But it was like somebody buried their dog out there. But anyway, here we go.
Horseback, on 4-wheel drives, on foot. They would space everyone equally across a huge area where each searcher was in sight of the other. And they made these grid-like sweeps through there. They had helicopters and airplanes. They even brought in the tracking dogs from the prison. And the dogs were unable to find a trail other than up to where my body fell. And so this one.
Well, you know, and T, one thing that Scott been talking to me all week is about the way the government wants to control the people. And I said 9/11 was all bullshit. It was a way to allow the government to spy on you. And Scott was telling me that, well, Heggy, if they did some kind of fake alien, if they did some kind of fake shit where aliens came, it would freak the public out, and that would give the government more reason to spy on them. And I was like, God damn, Scott, you're right.
Yeah, that's true.
So if they came on the airwaves tomorrow and said, hey, we intercepted aliens coming, people are going to freak out. And that would give the government more reason to fucking spy on us, correct? I don't know how bad it is in Canada,
exactly.
dude. I don't know how bad it is in Canada, dude. Enlighten me.
I think we're fairly like similar in a lot of ways, so it would probably be the same thing up here.
And that's pretty much what I thought. The thing is, like in the States, T, like they tell you shit, like you guys got to. They try to get you scared of shit. So they have a right to watch you. Like, hey, man, Russia's going to blow us up, so install this camera so we can watch you. Not literally, but that's what it seems like. Like, they tell you, like, shit's going down, so we're going to install cameras out in front of your house. Okay, please do. And it's not because shit's going down. It's because they want to watch you. That's what it is. Nothing's happening. Like, that's why I think all this bullshit is fucked up. And Scott was saying, well, they're going to make some kind of fake-ass alien invasion, and then they're going to say, we fought off the aliens, but now we have to install more cameras. You know what I mean? And it makes fucking sense to me. So,
oh yeah, that totally makes sense. I could see
God,
that happening.
The aliens came? Yeah, but we fought them off, and we won. But now we have to put more cameras. We already have cameras on every red light on the block, but now we have to put more cameras on the stop signs. You see what I'm saying? It's Big Brother, Illuminati, the elite want to watch you and control what you do. And it fucking freaks me out, man. Like, because it's fucking true. They want to watch what you do and be in charge. Adolf Hitler said it the best. How do you fucking control a nation? First, you disarm them. So when the government comes in and says, hey, we're going to take away all your guns for your safety, okay, here you go. Here's all my guns. Now they have complete control over you. Here we go.
Went on for 5 days, but this whole time, this suspicion of murder grew and grew, and the men were hearing it from the searchers. They were hearing it walking down the road in town. And the pressure was really heavy on them. So they said, hey, we'll take sodium pentothal lie detector test, anything you want.
Are you hearing this shit? They agreed to lie detector tests. They all passed it. That wasn't good enough. Every one of these motherfuckers passed their lie detector tests. That wasn't good enough. The government was like, nah, this ain't happening. Here we go.
We're telling the truth here. And so during the search, some UFO researchers come out and found some anomalous magnetic readings. There was another guy there that had a Geiger counter. And
what I'm trying to tell you guys is UFOs, aliens, it's real shit. It's real. It's fucking real. If you think that in this galaxy we live in a little fucking speck in this galaxy, in this world, I don't even know what to call it. You're telling me in all these anomalies in this world, we're the only fucking little speck of dust that has life on it? Come on, man.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no it's just it's not possible, man.
It's not. Like, there's just absolutely no way that we could be the only ones. There could be other life forms out there that we don't understand, but they're still going to be out there. Like, there's got to be way more than us out there.
And then people say, like, well, the Bible doesn't say that. The Bible is man-made to scare children. Jesus Christ is the Santa Claus for adults. How many... T, let me ask you a question, bro. How many times... you know what, T? Me and you been friends for a long time, bro. We've never got into religion. Have we ever? If we have, correct me. I don't think we have, but correct me.
We have touched on it a few times a little bit, but not too much.
Okay, well, T, were you raised religiously or not? I don't know.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, well, I wasn't either. But it came a point in my life about 10 years ago that I started questioning religion. So I went out and got me a Bible. I got me a Quran. I got me a Torah. I got me the Mormon book, whatever the fuck it's called. And I started reading all these religions, man. None of it was ever pushed on me, but T, was religion ever pushed on you in your life at all?
No, it was never pushed on me, but I had like friends that went to this like Sunday school church thing, and I went to that for a few years, and I tried to believe it, but it just got to a point where it was like, well, this stuff's too like
the thing with
crazy
me was,
and unreal.
The thing with me was, dude, like my parents made me go to church until I was about, I'd say like 12, maybe 13. You know what? I may lie. It might have been earlier. And then they were like, Jeff, if you don't want to go no more, you don't have to, which was great. And I was like, I don't want to. What 12-year-old wants to go to fucking church? No, I wanted to watch wrestling, man. I didn't want to go to fucking church. So my dad told me, if you don't want to go, you need to make up your own decisions. Now, 30 years later, 20 years later, like I'm 39 years old. So 27 years later, why did they change the Bible so much over time? Why? That's my problem. That's my question. Why has the Bible been changed so much? Because it's made up. How many versions of the Bible do we have? The King James version, this version, that version.
Oh yeah, there's so many like
whenever something happens that we don't like, we change it. Now they're gonna change it again because of all the transgenders and the gays, which if that's what you want to be, I don't give a fuck. That's your business. But they're gonna rewrite. T, I'm telling you right fucking now. And I was talking to my buddy at work the other day, and I said, you watch. They're gonna change the fucking Bible here within a year. They're gonna change it. And they're gonna make God accept gays and transgenders. Now, as far as I know, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, God was against all that shit. But the thing about the Bible is, whenever society deems something necessary, they change the Bible. How many fucking versions are out there, man? We ought to go by the real one. Like now, the Holy Quran has never been changed. And they say that Muslims are the enemy. They're the only ones that follow a book that's never been changed. How are they the enemy? Now, I don't agree with, well, T is against me, cut his head off. That's not what the Quran tells you. And people say, oh, the Quran says kill people. No, it fucking doesn't. We'll dab into that in a minute. Let me see what my man Travis Walton has to say. Let's run it. T, anything else you want to say, man, or should I run this?
No, you can run it.
When the men went over there and said, "What are you doing?" He says, he was acting real uncooperative, like he didn't want to even talk to the guys. And there was quite a bit of suspicion about who this guy really was. But the background radiation was a reading of 1.5. And they said, well, it's ticking, and he says, well, that's just background. And then he held it up to this other guy.
All right, I got to address questions. T, I'm sorry, man. I got to address all these questions in the chat. Yeah, I am lit as fuck. T, I'm sorry, bro. I don't mean to piss you off or nothing, but I got to get in here. The story of Genesis was taken directly from the Sumerian story of creation. All right. All the different religions out there, which God is the real one? I don't know. I don't know, man. There's so many of them. I don't know. I thought was Christian. What religion? If you thought I was Christian, you're wrong. Agent Cody Banks. I thought Hagyrants was Christian. What religion am I asked? Okay. I am not Christian, have never claimed to be Christian. I'm none. I'm not an atheist because I am not going to argue with you about something I don't believe. There is no God. It's all fucking make-believe, man. This is all make-believe shit. T, HM says, what's up, T?
Hey, how's it going there, HM?
And then somebody said,
Yeah,
hey,
like I believe in what can be proven to me in front of my eyes, like what can be actually proven.
And
like,
I agree. And like, all right, so Breaking Dead, one of the main homies, one of the big followers. I don't think I follow him on Twitter. Breaking Dead, do I follow you on Twitter, bro? I see a lot of times people retweet you, but I don't think I follow you, man. I need to. But what do you think happens when you die? That's a fucking great question. I think you're just done. I honestly think that you're just done. I think you're done. I think when you die, you're just done. Breaking, I'm gonna follow you here in a hot minute, but I think you're just done. That Jesus Christ is evil, and I don't know what you're trying to say. Excuse me, bro. I gotta scroll up because it's going too fast.
yeah, it is going pretty good.
Excitement's crave. Jesus Christ is Enlil. I don't know what that means. Enlil. I don't know what the fuck that means. Religion is believing that you have to be perfect lifestyle. How can you do that and you're not? Jonathan's drawings. One of my best friends in the world, dude. I agree, bro. I agree. Why is this retard Marcus here? Like, dude, why are you here, bro? Why don't you false strike me some more so I can just defeat you? Why are you here, bro? Why are you here? Keep striking me and I'll keep defeating you. Oh, guess what? I'm still alive, bro. Dude, Marcus, you were always cool, bro. You were always cool, man. You are a piece of fucking shit, dude. You want to be Green Dream's little bitch? Go ahead and do that, man. I don't care. Dude, y'all struck my shit, 37 times this week? Where am I at? Where am I at, bro? Where am I at? I've beat you consistently. I've won. Dude, keep doing it, man. Fucking Junkie has a following of 2 people. Dude, like, whatever, bro. Where we at? I'm Christian, but not really devout. All right, dude. I'm not saying that any of you are wrong. If you want to be Christian, man, that's fine, bro. That's fine. Like, I tried to check out a church one time a few years ago, man. It just wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me, man. It just wasn't for me. But listen, I appreciate all you. Haggy, you said a few shows ago that you believe when you die it's just nothing. I don't curtsy 28. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happens when you die. I think that you're I don't know, man. That's where I'm confused, T. I just don't know.
Oh yeah, there's no way of knowing until you die, and then well, you can't come back and tell the
It,
story. So
it's fine to believe in God. It's fine to be religious. That's fine. Do what you want. But I don't know. You don't believe in God, but then you say Trump is sent from God. That's just me talking dumb shit. You said you believe in ghosts. Yeah, I do believe in ghosts. I do believe Donald Trump is a fucking clown. I don't know that he was sent from God. I don't know that he was sent from anybody. The political system of the United States is a fucking joke. I don't know. When I say he's sent from God, it's a fucking joke. God damn, lighten up, people. I don't fucking know, man. I have no clue. The political system of the United States is fucking bullshit. Most churches are social clubs. Yes, Clark Stark. Most churches, all about raising money so the pastor can have a brand new BMW. I don't fucking know, man. T, you want to add shit to this, or should I just roll the clip?
you can just roll the clip because that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother show. I think right
that's
there.
next time. Here we go.
Guy's radium dial watch, and that was a reading of 3. So when he tested the men, they got no reading. Mike says, well, we've bathed and changed our clothes, but he went back to the truck and got the hard hats that they'd been wearing the night before, and when they tested that, it went up to a reading of 6. 4 times background, double a radium dial watch. So, but the guy didn't want to do any further testing with those guys present. He just stomped off and avoided them from then on. And so we had to do some follow-up when National Geographic come out, and also some follow-up research that was overseen by Ben Hansen, the host of the TV series Fact or Fake. And
another thing, T, is that so many people, this guy's full of shit. He's lying. But so many people came out, National Geographic, Fox News, ABC, NBC. If he's lying, why are they so interested? You see what I'm saying? Because they knew.
Yeah, exactly.
They knew some shit went down. My man disappeared for a week, and they were like, oh my God. Like, dude, where did he go? Where the fuck did he go? And he gets into this. Just keep listening, guys. He gets into where he went. He breaks down every bit of the spaceship. He breaks down every bit of that. T, you ready to hear this?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Here we go.
More about him later in some of the follow-up research. But during this build-up, this accusation of murder, my brother Dwayne was pretty suspicious of the men at first, but he was a very intimidating guy, and in talking with them, he gradually became convinced. But my other brother, Don, he was threatening them the whole time. He was looking for my body. He was, the piles that we had been making out there, piling brush, he was digging through them expecting to find a body. And so the sheriff brought in the state police lie detector expert. He was the top guy in the state, probably one of the top in the nation. And fully expecting to find that the men had murdered me, they passed. And that led to a whole series of, well, we have to explain it this way, some other way, And it was just one ridiculous scenario after another. In the days that followed, there was a sort of a researcher who sent us, I'm getting ahead of myself. When I woke up, I was lying on my back. I was in a lot of pain. I felt something was seriously wrong. Mortally wounded is how it felt. There was a huge pain in my head and chest, and I was having a lot of trouble breathing. But I just kind of faded into consciousness. It wasn't like I just woke up. And First, I didn't even know where I was. I was lying on my back, and there was this thing across my chest, and if I moved in the slightest, it made it even more painful. And then I remembered that we'd seen this object in the woods, and I thought maybe I'd been hurt and the crew had taken me to the hospital. But I heard the sounds of movement around me, and there was a light above me, and that hurt to look at, even though it wasn't even as bright as that. It was not that bright, but I had double vision, and it was real blurry. So when I saw these faces, I thought it was doctors with a surgical mask and cap, with just this part open. But when my vision cleared, then I could see these creatures standing there, and I just flipped out at that point. I just really lost my mind with fear. And some people don't understand that. They think, well, I wouldn't be that scared. I would just stay calm, ask good questions, pick up a souvenir, put it in my pocket. But I try to explain this level of fear that I was experiencing by comparing it to being waterboarding. The one factor above all was that feeling of suffocation. And even though, terrorists are aware of this technique, they even practice resisting it, it still works. Our guys practice it. They know it's not fatal, and they know they're going to survive it, but the feeling of suffocation generates fear that you just can't reason away. There's a scene in the movie where the actor's held down on a table, the aliens are surrounding him, and they have this membrane over his face, and he's struggling to scream, struggling to breathe through it. And I think that does a better job of explaining that level of suffocation, that smothering feeling, than if you just showed the actor looking panicked and breathing hard. It's that added to the feeling of pain, the feeling that something was mortally wrong inside, and this dimly lit, claustrophobic, humid atmosphere, all being confronted with these creatures that definitely not human. And so the perception that I was in the most life-threatening situation, being attacked by monsters that were causing this pain, was what generated this panic that just wouldn't go away. So I tried to move, and I was so weak. I don't know whether I was weakened by the lack of oxygen, or by the results, the effects of my injury, or maybe the gravity was actually heavier in there. But it felt like, and that added to the panic, the need to move and move quickly, and not being able to, the feeling you're dragging back when you need to move fast. The one that was closest to me, its face was close by, and I tried to move my arm to strike at him, but it was just more of a push than anything. And it fell back into the other one, and I rolled away, and that thing they had across my chest fell off. But I was mainly just focused on them, and they're coming around the table towards me. So I stumbled back, and I bumped up against a shelf, and I looked back there, and I could see some instruments laid out there. And I didn't stand there and muse about what they were for or anything like that. I just grabbed the biggest thing I could find and started swinging it, and trying to make a weapon out of it and to keep them away from me. They were not within striking distance, but they stopped short of that, and they sort of had their hands extended, but the most memorable thing was this stare. The three of them staring at me in a most... It was the most disturbing part of the entire experience, the memory of that stare, the three of them. And, they would blink occasionally, but they never took their eyes off of me. And it gave me this sort of a squirmy feeling in my head that felt very invasive, intrusive. And after I was returned, one of the medical tests that I underwent was a EEG, brainwave scan. And because of the intense media scrutiny, I was put in there under an assumed name. This is world famous brain trauma center, Barrows Neurological. And so the technician knew nothing about, he was just told to look for injury. And there was a wave pattern that was in the report that backs up the idea that perhaps they were trying to assert some kind of mind control, some sort of a subduing sort of an effect, or maybe just to communicate, their intentions. But it wasn't working because of this damage from this blast of energy. So they abruptly turned and left. I think now, in retrospect, that probably they were just giving up and realizing that, at that point, even in my impaired state, that I was more of a threat to them physically without.
So where we're at, T, is like this fucking guy gets abducted by these things and he thinks he can take them. Is that how you're seeing this?
I think, yeah. I'm
The way I got it was like, if you ever watched the movie, the way I got it was when they took him, he's like, you know what? I believe I can take these motherfuckers, but you can't. You can't. So,
yeah, that's just it. Like, if there's just if they got the technology to get you up there like that in the first place, you're not getting away.
And I was gonna say,
where the hell are you gonna go?
They had the technology to come here and swoop you up. You're not gonna fucking defeat them. So shut the fuck up. Let them fuck your ass and make you humble. But anyway, here we go. And also, the way I'm looking at it, there's a commercial coming up, so we have to play that. I'm sorry, guys, but here we go. T, anything else you want to say, or should I run it?
No, good to go.
That power to control me and to keep me knocked out on the table, that wasn't going to work. There's a plan to have the original EEG examined by a neuroscientist in terms of the effects that you see in people who've been electrocuted or hit by lightning, and also to run new ones and see if any of these patterns are still there. But I was just immediately, in a frenzy to escape. And so...
All right, you hear that, T? So let me ask you this, T, being that you're here with me. If this shit happened to you, dude, what would your instincts be? Escape or lay there and do nothing?
Honestly, I think I'd be in so much fear, I don't think I'd be able to move.
I don't think that, my thing wouldn't be to escape. My thing would be you know what? I'm in this situation now where, I'm either dead, about to be dead. Okay, if you could escape, where are you going to go? You said they put you on the ship and they took off. Where are you going to go? Where are you fucking going to go?
Yeah, you're not going to go jump out into space and land down in your backyard or something.
That's what I'm saying. So, he says, my first instinct was to escape. And the thing I'm saying, T, is, we can't really understand this because it never happened to us. But, when he says, my instinct was to escape, where the fuck are you going to go? But he don't, at this moment, he don't know he don't know, man.
Yeah, but he's just panicking and freaking out. Yeah, he doesn't.
Right, so here we go.
When they went out and went down to the right, I went down to the left. And there was this real cramped, dimly lit passage that was curving so tightly that I couldn't tell if they were pursuing me. They could be right behind me, and I wouldn't know.
They're pursuing you. They brought you onto their ship. See, and that's what fucks me up. Are you lying? Why would they pursue you? You are on their ship. Am I wrong? You said you were... See, this is why this guy is big time jabroni, because you say they abducted you, and now you're saying you ran away, and you don't know if they're chasing you. You are on their ship. Where are you going to go? Correct, T? Correct?
Yeah, there's nowhere to go.
Where are you going to go, man? All right, here we go.
and was I running into something worse ahead? But I got up.
And I understand my man's freaked out. I'd be freaked the fuck out too. I would be like, God damn, is this really happening, man? Did I really get abducted? Like, did these fucking creatures really take me? Is this really happening? But where are you going to go? So let's say you find a door and you open it. Where are you going to go?
There, and
Yeah, like
I found an opening into a.
They've got you.
That's what I'm saying. Where are you going to go? So you're 20,000 miles above the earth and you find an escape route. What are you going to do? Jump out? I mean, come on, man.
Room, and I saw what were doorways on the opposite side. Now I pieced together this layout later, but because I wasn't thinking very clearly or didn't really know the whereabouts of the whole thing, I was thinking that if I opened one of these doors that maybe I could just drop to the ground, I'd be back in the woods, which is probably not the case at all. It was probably not in the woods anymore, and it certainly wouldn't have led out of the craft, and could have been in some place without air. But I was trying to open a door, not thinking clearly, just total frenzy, hysteria. And when I moved into this room to inspect the doorways, to find a way to open them, there was the effect of being able to see the stars surrounding me. The points of light, whether this was a planetarium, just a map room, or an actual view of where it was at. The closer I got to the chair in the middle of the room, the more visible these stars were. But I was not finding any doorknobs or buttons to open the doors. I thought desperately, just push some of these controls on the chair, maybe that would open a door. And so I was trying all kinds of things. We didn't have touch screen at the time, so I never touched the screen. And it was glowing soft green with black lines that moved sometimes. Some of the buttons didn't seem to do anything. But there were no characters, no little numbers or letters or anything like that, at least that I could see. Some people think, well, maybe it was there in infrared or ultraviolet or something. But what was really alarming was when I moved that lever, the entire star pattern shifted, and I was already really unsteady on my feet, and that was very disorienting. So I resolved not to mess with that anymore, but thinking of pushing another button.
All right. T, you with me? You with me here?
Yeah, I'm here.
And this is what I was against, man. And we're going to continue this later on before we end this fucking show. Like Jonathan said, for real, HDK and I spoke for 2 hours. He considered him as one of his best friends. All right. Well, I'm not going to mention any names, Jonathan, HDK, anybody, you guys, but let me tell you guys what happened this week, which just really has me bothered. And I talked to T about it, and we agreed, like, you know what, Hagy, we're doing our own thing. We're doing this conspiracy shit, and I'm having a good time doing this conspiracy shit. And T, I know you are as well, and Scott is too. Am I right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is way better.
And the thing is, man, you're going to have, whatever you do, you're going to have hating ass fucking people. So let me tell you guys a little story. And T, if you get mad at me for this, I apologize, dude. But I know that me and you've been friends a long time now, and I can say and do whatever I want. You're not going to turn. I know we've been friends a while. I got to get this out of me, man. And I'm sorry. We've been on this alien fucking shit now for a while, playing these clips. I got to get this out of me, man, T. I got to do it. I didn't want to do it, but I got to do it, man, T. And like I said, dude, You're my
Well,
main
people,
homie.
people are asking for it in the chat, so.
Well, I'm just saying, dude, you as a co-host of this channel, dude, I apologize to you first and foremost, and Cactus for watching the chat. I got to get this out of me, man. I have to do it, and I'm going to do it. And when I'm done, we're done. And that's it, man. And then next week, we're going to move on, and we're going to play the rest of this fucking UFO bullshit, and we're going to listen to it and have a good time and talk about Bigfoot, and I want to bring back prank calls. Forza says, I don't know what happened. I'm going to explain everything to you right now what happened. As much as it hurts me to do this, I'm going to do it. So you guys know that we have a whole following of people who just hate us. And we call them the loser crew. Because they're losers, man. They're losers. None of them have jobs. They're losers. Green Dream, who I thought was my main homie, was just garbage, man. And he came to me.
Did you guys go live without me?
One day, dude, Scott, chill. Let me say what I gotta say. Good to have you here. Just chill. Welcome, Scott, to the show. You missed most of it, but Scott, just chill for a minute, mute your shit, and let me.
Yeah, because we usually do it at 4.
Let me say what I have to say, Scott. Mute your shit.
All right.
And then
Yeah, I
you
didn't
come
even know
in.
you were live. Sorry.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. I ain't mad at you or nothing. Whatever. So let me just explain what I have to explain, and then I'm gonna end the shit, and I'm just gonna be going. But so there's people who just hate us for no reason, like, and it's just like, goddamn. So Scott, man, I hate to kick you out of here. All right, you're good. You're good now. You're good now. I don't want to hear you scratching all that bullshit. So anyway, everyone in the chat is asking, like, dude, what happened, bro? So here's what happened. We have this guy that he's called Ron P. Cool guy, cool as fuck. All about baseball. We buy bullshit with him. I play PlayStation with him, whatever. When Green Dream flipped, all right, here's the deal. Green Dream came to me one day and he was like, yo, kick T off the show. He's friends with Shrek. He's friends with Coat. And I'm like, what? I'm not seeing it. I'm not doing that. So I went back to him. And T, you can comment whenever you please, bro, and I'll shut the fuck up. But anyway, he came to me and he's like, T is friends with Shrek, and he's friends with Coat, and he's friends with all these fucking losers. And I'm like, what? I'm not seeing it, man. I'm just not seeing it. Are you on the crack? Like, I'm just not seeing it. But he's telling me all this shit. So I'm like, all right, let me handle this shit. So I get up with T, one of my homies. I'm like, T, are you fucking, like, playing me, bro? Are you friends with all these fucking retards? And T's like, no. And I'm like, well, dude, Green is telling me that you are fucking talking shit about me. You're saying this and you're saying that. And T says to me, Hagy, if I'm doing that, why doesn't he show you? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I go back to Green. I'm like, dude, if T is talking all this fucking shit, can you show me? Well, I don't need to show you. If you don't believe me. And I'm like, dude, it's not that I don't believe you. If T is doing this, can you show me where it's at so I can confront T? Like, I don't want to roll up on T and be like, yo, T, you're a piece of shit. Fuck you, eat my balls.
And the stream was still up and the live chat was still up, so he could have easily.
Well, I was getting to that. But yeah. But so I go back to him and I'm like, where is this taking place? Oh, his last stream, he had Shrek in there. He had Steve Coat in there. He had Man Bun in there. And they were all talking shit about you and making fun of you. And I'm like, what? Let me go look. So, being the dumbass that I am, I go look. And I'm like, yo, Green, I can't find none of that, man. Can you show me? Oh, T deleted it. And I'm like, dude, the stream's still there, though. The chat is still there. He didn't delete nothing. So there was this one dude called Chad DeRucci, who, my man hasn't said shit about me in like 2 years. I haven't said shit about him in 2 years. Whatever. He came into T's chat, and he wasn't even talking shit. He all he said was like, yo, T, what's up? That's all he said.
Yeah, that was pretty much
Yeah,
it.
like, he didn't say nothing, because if he'd have been like, Hagy's a motherfucker and fuck you, T would have blocked him. He didn't do none of that. Like, he was like, cool. Like, I haven't heard from this fucking guy in like literally like 2 years. So I go back to Green and I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm not seeing it, bro. I think you're mistaken. So Green tells me, you are unloyal. You are a piece of shit. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? So he blocks me on Twitter and he talks all this fucking shit. All this bull fucking shit. I know, I'm just a fucking drunk scammer. I know that. All I do is beg people to follow me and do fake giveaways. I know, man. I am a drunk fucking scammer. I know. That's why I do all these giveaways all the fucking time, like your man Tutorial Tesla Boy. Why don't you ask him who won his last giveaway? Ask him that. And what will he say? A YouTube user did. Yeah, anyway. So next thing I know, this crackhead, who, by the way, came to me about 3 or 4 or 5, 6 months ago, and he's like, you know, I do have a problem with crack. I do have a problem with crack. And I'm like, well, dude, you know, you need to get over that. Because I looked at him as like he was my buddy. He was my boy. He was my man. He was my boy. And I'm like, dude, I didn't know you were a fucking crackhead. I didn't know, man. I always thought you were cool as fuck. Because, I mean, he's a functional crack. He's like, yeah, dude, like, I live in this fucking schoolhouse that they converted into apartment buildings, man. And, like, it's in the fucking ghetto. And T, can you confirm? Am I lying, bro? Am I lying? And T,
Yeah, no,
T, if I'm lying, fucking tell me I'm fucking lying.
No, yeah, I've heard that shit too from him.
You know, and he's like, you know, I can't
You
pay
dirty ass fucking liar.
I can't pay my fucking rent. I can't do this. And I'm like, dude, what do you need? And he's like, dude, I need like $350. And I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna hook you up. So I give him the shit, and he's like, yo, I'm good for another month. And I'm thinking like, god damn, man. Like, dude, get off the fucking crack. Like, stop, man. Like, dude, get off the fucking crack, man. It's like, dude, it's addictive. Like, you smoke cigarettes? Like, yeah, I do. Well, you know what it's like? Yeah, I do. I understand, man. Like, I'm addicted to cigarettes. I understand. Like, I do, man. But I'm like, dude, you're on the fucking crack. And he's like, oh, me and my wife, man, it's addictive. We're living in this one room schoolhouse. My son wants to come live here. I told him to fuck off because he's a crackhead, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck, man? And then I realized, like, dude, I'm giving money to a guy, and I'm giving him money to support his fucking crack habit. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And so, like, anyway, you know, I'm way off topic because all of y'all know this bullshit. All of y'all know this shit. It ain't no fucking secret. Green Dream's a fucking crackhead. You all know this. You know, this ain't no secret. Even when I was friends with him, every fucking buddy, all the fucking loser crew, all his buddies now, they all called him a crackhead. Everybody did. They all fucking knew it. So this Ron P fucking guy, you know, I was buddies with him. We used to talk baseball, sports, and shit. So he goes in Loser Crew's fucking stream, and he's talking shit about me, about T, about Scott, about Cactus, Anthony, Jonathan, anybody who donates to my stream. And he's just talking shit about all of us. So me, being the good guy that I am, I'm like, oh, fuck. They made another fake fucking Ron account. Why? So I messaged, and I'm going to bring Cactus in here in a minute and let him explain. So I messaged Ron, and I'm like, dude, they made another fake account of you, bro. Just ignore it, let it go. And what's this motherfucker respond to me with? He goes, oh, no, that's me. And I'm like, what? I said, Ron, why are you talking all this shit about me and T and Scott and Anthony and John? What the fuck? And he goes, oh, no, Haggy, I'm just joking. I'm just playing around. And I'm like, dude, You're talking shit with Shrek and Coat and the fucking pedophile crew? Like, what the fuck? And he's like, nah, I'm just joking, though. I'm just joking. And I'm like, dude, that's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And he's like, nah, I'm just joking, Hagy. And I'm like, dude, why the fuck are you even in that fucking stream? Why the fuck are you in a stream with Crackhead Green and the rest of the Trailer Park crew? Like, what the fuck? And he's like, well, I can be friends with whoever I want. And I'm like, yeah, you can. Like, I don't give a fuck. But, dude, that's really you? And he's like, yeah, that's me. And I was like, all right, bro, take care of yourself. I'm unfollowing. And he goes, okay, Hagy, see ya. So I unfollow him. Then he puts on Twitter, oh, fucking Hagy's telling me who I can be friends with and who I can't. I never said none of that. All I said to you was, bro, is that really you? And you told me, yeah, that's me. And I'm like, all right, dude, I'm unfollowing. I never told you who you can be friends with. What I said was, I don't want no part of that bullshit. I don't want no fucking association with that bullshit. But listen, bro. How many times have you came to me fucking crying? Literally fucking crying to me. And everybody in this motherfucking chat knows. What happened last week, Ron? Last fucking week, Ron. Hey, Hagy, they made a fake me. That's not me in your Discord. That's the loser crew. They made a fake me. And I'm like, all right, bro, I'll delete it. Don't worry about it. I'll delete it, man. Just ignore that shit. Oh, Hagy. They keep fucking with me, Hagy. They keep fucking with me. I'm going to quit Twitter, Hagy. I'm going to quit Twitter, Hagy. I'm so sick of this, Hagy. I'm going to quit Twitter, Hagy. All right, bro, just chill, man. Don't quit fucking Twitter, dude. Just ignore those retards. Who gives a fuck? They make fake accounts. Who cares, man? So then I see him in their fucking chat, and I'm like, bro. And he's like, yeah, that's me. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, oh, but I was just joking. I was just joking around. Oh, dude, Forza. He talks shit on you. He talks shit on me. He talks shit on T. He talks shit on everybody. And when I questioned him about it, my dumbass thought it was a fake account. So I went to Ron directly. I went directly to him. And I said, hey, man, they made another fake account of you, bro. Just ignore it. And he's like, oh, no, that's really me. And I'm like, dude, that's you? Why are you in Loser Crew's chat? Why are you in Crackhead Green Dreams chat talking shit about all of us? And he goes, oh, I'm just joking. And I was like, dude, that's not fucking funny, bro. Like, why the fuck are you in there? Like, dude, that's not fucking funny, bro. And he's like, oh, Hagy, are you mad? And I'm like, I'm not mad. I'll just unfollow you. Like, you're in a stream with a bunch of people who hate me, and you're talking shit about me, and you tell me you're joking? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, oh, yeah, I'm just joking. And I'm like, dude, you're a two-faced fucking piece of shit. Fuck you. T, you want to add on to this? Scott, anybody?
Well, I didn't even see it because I don't really watch any of their shit. No,
I don't either. Oh, I left out the best part. I wouldn't even know about this. But see, there was like 11 or 12 or 13 people messaged me, and they were asking me, yo, Hagy, are you friends with Ron P? And I'm like, yeah, that's my homie. We talk baseball, we talk bullshit, whatever. And they were like, well, just letting you know, man, he's in Loser Crew Crackhead stream talking shit about you. And I'm like, no, that's not him, it's fake. But it was him. It was all true. You know, and all these people were messaging me, telling me this shit. And I'm like, nah, that's not him, that's fake. So I went right to him directly, like a man would do. I went right to him directly, and I'm like, yo, Ron, they made another fake account of you. And he's like, oh, no, that's me, Hagy. They didn't make a fake account. That's me. And I'm like, dude, why are you talking shit about us? And he's like, oh, I'm just joking. I don't have a problem with you guys. I'm just joking. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Why are you in Crackhead Loser Crew stream talking shit about me, Anthony, John, T, Scott, like, he's like, yeah, I'm just joking, though. I'm joking. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, well, I can be friends with whoever I want. And I'm like, dude, you are a two-faced piece of shit. Fuck you. And I blocked him. So, T, go ahead.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I don't know how people can like go over there and if you're over there being cool, then you're obviously supporting what they're doing and saying.
That's what I'm saying. And
it's one thing to sit there
dude,
and watch.
You support what they do. Like, you support that shit. Like, that's fucking joking to you. And he's like, well, I can be friends with whoever I want. And I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck who you're friends with. Like, I came to him just to find out if it was really him. That was my intentions. And I even told him, I'm like, hey, man, if that's really you, let me know so I can unfollow you. I don't give a fuck. And he's like, yeah, it's really me. Why would you unfollow me? And I'm like, dude, why would you be in a stream full of people who hate me? You're supposed to be my friend. Like, why would you be in a stream full of people who hate me? He's like, but I'm just joking. And I'm like, nah, dude, you're a two-faced piece of fucking shit. Like, you want attention so fucking bad? Like, that's what you got to do to get it? How many times? Let me bring Cactus in. Hang on, I'm bringing Cactus in. Cactus. Whether he's here or not, I don't fucking know. How many fucking times, Ron, did you come to me crying like a bitch? Crying like a bitch. Hagy.
Yo.
Cactus, hang on, bro. Let me say my piece. How many times did you come crying like a bitch? Hagy, they made a fake account of me. Oh, Hagy, they keep making fake accounts of me. Dude, ignore it, bro. Ignore it. Now you want to go in their fucking stream and suck their dicks? I'm going to let the homie Cactus handle you motherfuckers, man. Go ahead, man.
All right. How long ago was it he was in Discord crying?
Last week. Last fucking week. Last fucking week, man. Last fucking week. Last week, somebody made a fake Ron account. And Ron, of course, the attention whore that he is, he has to blast it out all over Twitter. Somebody made a fake Ron account and put it in Hagy's Discord. Let everyone know. Adrian, thank you. And I'm like, dude, Ron, don't worry about it. We'll delete him. We'll block him. You know, the motherfucker, he starts so much shit, and then he cries about it. Anyway, Cactus, go ahead, man. You know what? I'm gonna let you talk, man. Go ahead.
Hang on. How long have we known Ron? What, 2 years now or some bullshit like that? I don't know, maybe longer.
Yeah, 2.5 years.
In those 2 years, how much shit has he started? Every fucking day of every week.
You know what?
Pissing.
Let me interrupt you. Let me interrupt you real quick. And I've had conversations with him. I've dedicated shows to talking about that. You know, this motherfucker would cry to me. They won't leave me alone, Hagy. They won't leave me alone. And I'm like, dude, listen, Ron, you're a cool guy, bro. You talk about these motherfuckers 24/7, and you wonder why they won't leave you alone. You're right, Hagy. You're right, Hagy. Ron, you talk about Steve Coate 24/7, and then when he responds to what you say, you cry like a bitch and you quit Twitter. T, am I wrong?
Yeah, I gotta say, that's happened.
That's exactly what he does. He talks about these motherfuckers 24/7, and then when they attack him, he cries like a bitch. Jonathan, thank you. Hagy, didn't he also make a fake? Yeah, he did. I'm gonna bring John. You're coming in next. Cactus, handle it.
Okay.
Waiting, motherfucker. Talk.
Just leave them alone and they leave you alone.
What's that?
Shut up about them.
Your shit is fucked up, dude. Can't hear you one bit. Your shit is fucked up. Got to move you out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was breaking up really, really bad. And stuff.
Go ahead, John. One of my main homies. Go ahead, man.
Oh, what the fuck did I ever do to this guy? For
dude,
one,
I have no clue, dude. He was joking. He was joking. He talked shit on you. He talked shit on Anthony. He talked shit. Dude, there's a couple people who have came to me and said, Haggy, please don't mention me. And I'm like, I won't. And out of respect, I won't do that. I won't do that. But he was in their fucking stream talking shit on you, on me, on T, all of us, for no reason. And I rolled up on him and I'm like, dude, what did we do to you? And he's like, oh, I'm just joking. What kind of fucking joke is that? Like now let me understand. If he is that retarded that he don't, maybe in his mind that is a fucking joke. That just, to me, that's fucked up. Like, why would you go to like a stream with Coat, the guy who harassed the fuck out of you, Shrek, the guy who harassed the fuck out of you? Why would you go in a stream with them, talk shit about us, and then be like, oh, I was joking?
He's looking for attention.
Yo, yeah.
That's the whole fucking thing. He's looking for attention, and I don't know why the fuck he was talking shit about me. Like, bro, I work all the fucking time. I go to school. I'm hardly online. Dude, that's the question. And then why is he making fake accounts of me?
You're never, dude, to get a hold of you, you're never here. But it wasn't just you, man. It was all of us. And that's why I thought it was fake. And that's why I said, oh, they made another fake Ron account. So me, being me, I go right to the source. And I'm like, yo, Ron, they made another fake account of you, man. Ignore it. And he's like, oh, no, that's really me. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And he goes, oh, I'm just joking, though, Haggy. I'm just joking. How many times has that fucking pussy quit Twitter because they were attacking him? What?
Exactly.
7, 8, 9? And why were they attacking you, Ron? Because they are all you talk about. Oh, hey, Haggy, is it K? Is it K? If I delete it, it never happened. Is it K? Hey, Haggy, if I hide in the bushes and stalk you, is it K? And then they attack him. They're attacking me. They're attacking me, and I don't know why. They're attacking me. And I'm like, dude, stop fucking talking about them, bro. Stop talking about them. Anthony, thank you. Stop talking about them. They'll leave you alone. But he couldn't do it. He wants attention so fucking bad. How many times has this piece of shit quit fucking Twitter? He said, I'm taking time off because of Loser Crew. Exactly. Ryan, thank you. He quit Twitter so many fucking times because of these fucking people. And I'm like, dude, don't quit Twitter. Just ignore those fucking retards. Ignore it. So then
he cries because they attack him, but yet he kisses their ass.
That's what I'm saying. He goes in their chat and he talks shit about all of us. I roll up on him and I'm like, dude, what's your problem? And he says, oh, I'm just joking. I'll give him this. At least he didn't fucking deny it. And then when I rolled up on him, the next fucking day, he messages fucking Anthony. He messages Adrian. All these fucking people that he was talking shit about, he messages them real quick. Oh, it was just a joke. I was just joking. And everybody's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what the fuck is wrong? I was just joking. My mommy said that it was okay. Like, dude, what the fuck, man? What the fuck, dude? And, I've always been cool with Ron. Like, Ron, you were always cool as fuck. Like, the fuck is wrong with you, man? That's the kind of fucking friends that you want? Great. Go hang out with them, you piece of shit. And then tomorrow, when you fucking quit Twitter again, go ahead, blame me. I don't give a fuck.
No matter how good you do for people, bro, it's like there's always that one asshole that tries to fuck you over.
Let me bring this up. Like Sal said. Sal, 1941, said, you addressed this to him during a live show back in the summer, and he said he would stop crying. Yes, I did. And I talked to him live, and I was like, look, dude, you got to stop, man. You got to fucking stop. I talked, like, we were live back in, like, fucking July or June or some dumb shit. And I even said, like, nothing against Ron. I love the dude. He's a cool guy. He's a good friend. But I'm like, look, Ron, you talk about these fuckers 24/7, man. You talk about them 24/7. And then when they reply to you, you cry like a bitch. And you say you're being attacked. You were doing the same fucking shit that Hubbard does. You talk shit about everybody, and then when they talk shit back, you cry like a bitch. Yeah, I know, Haggy, you're right. Well, dude, just stop. Just stop, man. He's like, all right, you're right, Haggy, you're right. And he did. He did stop for a while. But now he's like, well, I need attention. So he goes to the fucking Loser Crew stream with fucking Stalker Steve, fucking Shrek, the fucking retards. And he talks shit about me. He talks shit about Anthony. He talks shit about Jonathan. He talks shit about people who have asked me not to name them, and I'll respect that. And I messaged Ron, and I said, hey, Ron, man, they made yet another fake account of you, bro. Ignore it. And he goes, oh, no, that's really me. I can be friends with whoever I want. And I'm like, dude, that's you talking shit about all of us? And he's like, yeah, but I'm just joking. And I'm like, dude, fuck you, you two-faced piece of shit. And I unfollowed him. So then he messages me and he goes, Haggy, I was just joking. And I'm like, dude, fuck you, you two-faced piece of shit. Then he goes and messages everybody, Anthony, all these motherfuckers in the chat. He messages them and tells them the same thing. I was just joking. I don't know why everybody's so mad at me. Like, dude, what the fuck? And I'm sitting here like Jonathan T. Am I wrong, bro? Am I wrong?
Like I say, I haven't seen it, so I can't really comment on it. I wasn't in there for that one.
Well, then he says that we were sending him death threats and shit. I didn't send him nothing. I didn't send you shit. What I said was, fuck you, you two-faced piece of shit. I didn't send you no death threats. Well, then, the last thing I heard from him, he goes, oh, this is all Cactus's fault. And I said, what did Cactus fucking do? And he's like, I don't like him. What did he do, though? He didn't do shit. I'm just like, man, you're fucking crazy, dude. Yo, and I'm just like, you know what, dude? You are a two-faced piece of shit. Fuck you. I'm done with you, man. And I wasn't even going to bring this shit up tonight. I wasn't even going to fucking do it. And then I'm thinking, you know what? Everybody's asking me, like, dude, what happened? What's up? What's up? You know, it's just like, yeah, like he claims to work like 60 hours. Like, dude is so about attention. He wants attention so fucking bad, and it's fucking sad. Like, Ron P. left also. I didn't know until today. I don't know what he left. Like, the thing is, like, the honest to God truth, I muted Ron like a month ago. Here's the deal with Ron. Ron would talk about Loser Crew so fucking much, and then they would attack him, and he would cry to me. So I muted him. I muted that guy. I have no clue what the fuck he said in the last 2-3 months. I have no clue because I muted him. And then one of my other buddies was like, dude, all he talks about is baseball cards. And I'm like, good for him. I'm glad. Apparently all he talks about is New York Yankees and baseball cards. And I'm like, great for him. I'm glad that he finally fucking stopped. Because, see, all he would do, he was like Jeff Tutorials. He would stalk Steve Coate nonstop and talk about Steve Coate all the fucking time. And then Steve Coate would be like, fuck you, Ron, you piece of shit. And then he would cry about it. Oh, Steve Coate's stalking me. And I'm like, Ron, stop talking about him, man. Stop talking about Steve Coate, and he'll leave you alone. Stop talking about him. Then I got to the point where I'm like, you know what, dude, I'm just done. And I muted the fucking guy. And then I go on to learn, like, all he talks about is baseball cards. And I'm like, good for him, man. Great for him. So then, the other day, I get all these messages saying, like, yo, your buddy Ron's in Loser Crew Discord, or Loser Crew chat, talking all this shit about you. And I'm like, what? What did I do to Ron? But, yeah, it was true. And like I said, Ron cried last week because last week they made a fake Ron account and they were in my Discord, and Ron came crying again like, hey, they made a fake Discord. That's not me, man. And I'm like, all right, bro, I'll delete it. Don't worry about it. I'll delete it. Don't even fucking sweat it, man. I'll just delete it. I know that ain't you. So he goes in Loser Crew's fucking shit, and he's talking shit about T, about me, about Scott, about John, about Anthony. He's just talking shit on all of us. So I'm like, nah, it's a fake account. Don't care. Because all these people are messaging me saying like, yo, your buddy Ron's in there talking shit. And I'm like, nah, it's a fake account. So again, for the last time, I messaged Ron and I'm like, bro, they made another fake account of you, man. Just let it go. And he's like, oh no, that's me. And I'm like, what? Why are you talking shit on all of us? And he goes, oh, I'm just joking. And I'm like, dude, I don't really take that as a joke, bro. And he's like, nah, I'm just joking, man. Like, I'm just joking. And I'm like, dude, that's not cool. Well, I'm just
Really
joking. Go ahead.
And it's not really a joke if you do it like 24 goddamn 7 too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he would come to my stream and talk shit, that's a joke to me. I would laugh. But he was in like my hater stream talking shit about me, and he's like, but I was just joking. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Blocked. And I'm like, you know what, man? I didn't even say that. I'm just like, yo, I'm going to unfollow you, bro. See ya. Then he goes to fucking Twitter like he always does. I don't want part of any drama, but then he puts all this drama on fucking Twitter, and he talks all this shit about me, calling me childish and shit. How the fuck am I childish, dude? I never told you who to be friends with. All I said was, I'm done with you. If you want to go be friends with them, go ahead. I don't care. I'm just done with you. Well, Hagy said I can't be friends. No, I never said shit. All I said was, if that's really you, I'm done. See you, man. Then he puts on fucking, he talks about all this shit. I don't want part of drama. I don't want anything to do with drama. Then he posts all this shit on his fucking Twitter. I see, like someone just, Ryan said, I seen he was bitching on, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was always about starting drama. Yeah, I know. You guys see it. That's what I'm saying. I don't want part of any of this. Then he puts it on fucking Twitter. It's like, dude, if you don't want no part of it, why are you blasting it out everywhere? I don't know, man. Anyway, that's the whole Ron P shit. Like, whatever, man. Whatever. All I said to him was, bro, is that really you? And he was like, yeah, that's me. And I wrote back, okay, man, I'm going to unfollow you, dude. Take care of yourself. That's all I said. I didn't hate on the fucking guy. I didn't talk shit. I said, wow, that's really you, huh? And he goes, yeah, that's me. And I'm like, all right, man. At least I know how you feel. See you later, bro. Take care. That was it. Then he puts on Twitter, oh, Hagy tells me who I can be friends with. Hagy tells me. No, I didn't tell you shit. What I said was, if you're friends with those fucking retards, I'm done with you. That's all I said. So, free Teslas all around. I mean, whatever, man. I don't know, Ron. Before I end this fucking show, that's what happened, man. That's the truth. Whatever, man. I don't even give two fucks, honestly, because Ron is a nobody. End
the show. What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, we've been live for like 2 hours. Just because you
you haven't.
Just because you come fucking late and you want to join
You
now.
said 7, which is 4 my time.
And
so,
once again, all I hear is background noise, as always.
That's my business partner. Sorry.
Tell all your pimps and whores to shut the fuck up.
So what? Who's Ron P, by the way?
Exactly, Scott. Exactly. Nobody.
The question of the year.
Exactly. But anyway, no, I seriously, I am going to end the show, and tomorrow's we're going to do another one. But we've been live for an hour and a half, and Scott's just now joining because he was selling penis pills. Roasted.
No.
Roasted. Exposed.
Usually on Fridays it's 7 o'clock. So what? You started 2 hours earlier?
Yeah, we did because I was bored and I had nothing to do, and I'm like, "Yo, T, you want to go?" And
I
he's
did
like,
not
yeah.
know that.
So it's all good. It's all.
Okay.
I ain't mad at you, dude. It's all good. But
What'd you all talk about?
UFO abducts. Let's go back and listen to the fucking show, man.
Like clones and shit?
Oh yeah, all that shit.
Did you get scared? I got scared.
Yeah.
Seeing Eminem fucking malfunction.
I only live stream and beg for money, dude. That's all I do. What you guys ever heard me ask anybody for money? Like I just typed it in the chat, please give me money. Like Have I ever done that? I mean, do I ever get drunk and beg for money? Like, have I done that? If I have,
Green's like, give Haggy $1. Haggy's gonna take a drink for $1.
all right. Well,
And then he
listen,
puts it on you.
everybody, give me 99 cents, please, just so I can end this. Somebody give me 99 cents so I can end the fucking stream, please. I wish one person would give me 99 cents so I could end the stream.
Well, that would have to be an Apple user for 99 cents.
Okay, $1. Listen, as soon as we get $1, I'm ending the stream.
I got my beer all ready. I was
just
fucking ready to go, reared up.
Just so
And
they
there's
can be like,
fucking
oh,
a 10 in the
there
mother-
it is. There it is. All right, look.
You're welcome.
I'm going to fucking... Well, I guess we're done. I'll see you all. I don't know.
So what type of drawing do you want, Haggy?
Oh, I'll talk to you that privately, bro. 'Cause
Drone?
there's something I want you to do with Scott and with T, and I'll talk to you that privately.
All right, cool.
But anyway, John, good. I forgot you were here, bro. But good to talk to you.
Oh,
man.
drawing.
I'm
I
gonna
thought you
let
said
go.
drone. I was like,
John.
yeah, I want
you-
to get John to
I'll talk to you
fucking
next
do a
time, man.
drawing for me. With Diego, I put a tattoo
And he will. But listen, guys, I'm ending the fucking
right
show.
on my dick.
I got $1. I got $1 from John. And
I got $1. I got $1.
I'll talk to you guys again, like probably tomorrow. We'll do this over again, and hopefully
For sure.
Scott can
Sounds
be
like
there on time and quit selling his penis fucking pills, whatever.
I did not know you guys were starting 2 hours early.
I know.
I had
It's
no
my
idea.
dude. It's my fault. I know. It's my. Like I said, I take credit. It's my fault,
good.
bitch. I'll see you. T, anything you want to add?
But you know, Green should be. Yeah,
just
TCG.
show up tomorrow,
He
guys.
doesn't
We'll
like
do a
him.
good
He
one
doesn't let him on the
tomorrow.
show
Yo, hold
anymore.
up. I can't hear T. What'd you say, man?
I said just show up tomorrow, guys. Well, if we do another show, it'll be a good one and
Yeah.
stuff.
I had a good time tonight. Thank you all, guys, man, and I thank you all for the donations. But we'll see you all next time, man. Peace.